Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Now, F1 2020 was such a good year. I'm still getting a kick from having all those new and different races that we had at these different tracks that we haven't raced at for a long time or never raced at before. So, this series I am calling the Alternative F1 Races. Basically, of every race weekend, I'll be jumping in to Assetto Corsa in VR and taking part in a Grand Prix weekend, but the tracks that I'll be using, none of them be on the current F1 calendar. So there'll be tracks that are either in the same country or close enough to where the original race was, just to change it up and let's see what F1 would be like in completely different places, some places you wouldn't even think of. With that said, let's get into the race.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another video for the alternative F1 races, this time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Couple of different things. Firstly, you can see me! I got a camera! So many of you are actually requesting that I had a camera while I'm doing these VR, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm at work, hence why it says Player Ready everywhere, because I work at Player Ready Virtual Reality in Cornwall. Yeah, so this sort of equipment you can come do yourself. But yeah, this has been so difficult to do because the calendar changed so much. So the alternative race that I was going to do for Azerbaijan was Turkey, but then they cancelled Canada and replaced it with Turkey. So I had to find a different track for here, and then they ended up getting rid of Turkey. So I had an alternative for Canada, then I had to get an alternative for Turkey, then I had to get a second alternative for Austria. All very confusing. But I've got a track, so let's jump into it. Okay, so this track is called Rustavi, and it is in the country of Georgia. Because this part of the world, sort of Eastern Europe going into the Middle East, it's actually quite difficult to find racetracks. So I was amazed to find out that Georgia actually had a racetrack. So it was actually the last ever racetrack built in the USSR, and they had racing from 1979 to 1989. Where it then was abandoned and fell into disrepair until it was purchased in 2009. It currently runs at, well, Wikipedia has two different answers. It's either grade 2 or grade 3. I think from a safety standpoint, it's grade 2, so it can host like Formula 2. But maybe from facilities, it can only hold like up to 800 people, so it's probably only up to grade 3 for like events and stuff. So interesting track here. So we got this very long banked left-hander, blast up the straight. That could probably actually be flat. Then that's deceptively long and blind right-hander. With another one there. There we come over the crest. Quick right left even, and then back along short straight, tight bank hairpin. There goes into it says spin, but that was more a drift. I've got Hamilton behind me, I think, but well. That's just a lift. Then onto the back straight, main straight, across the line. The lap's going to be close to about a minute or so. Hamilton's just going to dive down the inside. I need to sort of readjust myself as well. I feel a little too low in the car, so and everyone was around me, so I'm going to readjust myself, get used to the track and the car, see if I need to do anything like prevent myself from spinning there, and come back to you later. So winding up for the lap, you've actually got to do it a long way back from here, where I've just spun. Okay, I'm still spinning there, but you got to sort of do it from there because you need the speed coming up to this bit. Alright, you can sort of lift there a little bit, but you do want maximum speed coming off that final corner. Someone's coming up the pits. Oh, there's a big crash at the entrance of the pit lane. That made me brake quite a bit earlier, but third gear through there. Keep third gear around here. The moment you can open it up, do so. That still counts. I haven't been stopped for that yet. Turn in. Keep the DRS open. Bring down the third. Recovery back up. Oh, that was very deep into that corner. Down seconds, slowest part of the track. There you go. Yeah, that corner's just a lift off. That's a lift off. Tap of the brakes and a shift down. Maybe even two shift downs. There you go, so now I need a recovery lap. But that was good, that was a 1:08.5. So I need to see how the others do. Unless everyone's crashed out coming out the pit lane. But I'll need to do a recovery lap, get my ERS back. And I can try for a few more. And yeah, hopefully have a good starting place for the Georgian Grand Prix. So this is going to be my last flying lap. So let's see how I do. I immediately go into the gravel and screw up the lap. Oh, fantastic. Well done. I've immediately screwed that lap up. Yeah, I'm 2 seconds slower. Okay, well, I'm starting no better than 5th. Whoops. Actually, I amazingly got round with enough time. Right, this will be the final lap now. There we go, I actually make turn 1. Ragged edge. Oh, I haven't got much ERS. Eek! There we go, just made that. Oh, lock up. Nah, I'm half a second down. This isn't a better lap. I wish it was, but it's not. Oh, that could be really bumpy, that corner. Second slower that lap. Okay, so currently P5, unless anyone improves. Okay, so Lando Norris managed to get himself a very lovely P1. That's not Lando, that's his teammate, so it's a McLaren 1-2. I'm going to have to look up and put on the screen. Last time it was a McLaren 1-2 on the grid. It's got to be 2012.
You've just won £1 million! Unbelievable! You've done it!
Carlos Sainz is right in front. So you got a trio of McLaren drivers. Pierre Gasly is 4th there, so 3rd place man in Bahrain is starting 4th. Sebastian Vettel, as we are driving, is 5th. Our former teammate Charles Leclerc is behind us. Lewis Hamilton directly behind. There he is in the mirror. Then Tsunoda, Perez, George Russell getting into the top 10. Kimi Raikkonen, Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Antonio Giovinazzi, Max Verstappen not doing too well, only 15th. Esteban Ocon 16th. Latifi ahead of Bottas. Bottas having a dreadful time, like he did in Bahrain, Azerbaijan, that one. And then the two Haas boys of Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin at the back. So I'll just right. So it is an 18-lap race of this track for 25%. Build up the revs. Let's go out, and off we go for the first ever Georgian Grand Prix. Rustavi, we try to go 3 wide into turn 1. Ricciardo having a terrible start. I think that's Ricciardo. One of the McLaren boys anyway. That's not an overtaking zone there. Now that is a sight I like to see, is the idea of it being McLaren, Ferrari, McLaren. I'm going to get him on the chicane here. There we go, just trying to adjust my ERS as well, make sure that's running nicely. Got DRS at any point around the track basically, and from the start of it, because the system isn't there to be able to tell it not to, basically. Oh, we got an Alpine spun off at the start. Don't know which Alpine that. I don't know which Alpine that is. It's Ocon. Can I get past Carlos? Amazing. Rustavi is sort of very similar to most current F1 tracks, which is there's a lot of good corners. You can get really close to them, but not really anywhere to overtake. End of the hairpin. No, it just has the extra grip on that outside. Straight. I've got DRS, so not really. Oh, I'm cooking through here. I got the inside, but he can get on the power earlier. Yeah, just gonna tuck right in. Problem is, I'm now on the outside of this corner. Yeah, that corner's just far too tight. This is giving us a good race. I'm just trying to get past him. There's a couple of overtaking opportunities, but not that many. Oh, Carlos! That was a bit aggressive. Right, let's keep trying. There we go, I'm a lot closer to Carlos now, coming into turn 1. DRS is working along with the slipstream. Oh, dive into turn 1. There we go. There we go, we've passed him. was going to say easy peasy, but that was far from easy. Right. Little Lando. Where? Ooh. Don't get cocky, Matt. Right. Just on lap 9. Coming on to lap 10. Yeah, I've completed 9 laps out of 18 laps. Oop, almost hit Lando there. So we're halfway through the race. 9 laps down, 9 laps to go. Oh my god, can I dive it up the inside of Lando? I can, but he comes back at me. Can I get the switch back on him? Maybe. Left in space, but I'm through! I was going to say, let's hope I don't ruin it. I was about to say, let's hope I don't ruin it, but... Ah! Sorry, I'm still in control. Just need to not make those mistakes and keep clean for 8 more laps. And I can win the Georgian Grand Prix. Ooh! Big jump as well, just ends up hitting the curb and in the gravel a bit. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Daniel Ricciardo is out of the Grand Prix. Don't know what's happened to him, but Daniel is out, so that's one less McLaren to deal with. Not that it matters because Carlos Sainz is about 7 seconds behind, and I've got 3 laps, including this one, to try and catch Lando and get back past. Then down the ERS recovery, let's see if I can... see if I can catch him last lap. Whoa! Doubt we'll be able to catch him. 3.3 seconds, is that really the gap? Nah, I'm not going to get him. I made a mistake and it cost me. Lando Norris is going to take his first Grand Prix victory. It is Lando Norris for McLaren winning the Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel and Aston Martin coming second, where he did in Azerbaijan. So there we go. As I said, Lando Norris came first with Sebastian Vettel second. Carlos Sainz was third and also joins us on the podium. Pierre Gasly came fourth, almost pole sitter. Yeah, almost the pole sitter. Not pole sitter. The man who came third in Azerbaijan. He almost came fourth. Lewis Hamilton fifth, Charles Leclerc sixth, Tsunoda seventh, Raikkonen eighth. Perez, the real race winner, 9th, and Fernando Alonso 10th. George Russell just outside of the point, ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Max Verstappen made up some places and came 13th. Lance Stroll 14th. Giovinazzi 15th. Mick Schumacher made up a couple of places and got 16th. Latifi 17th. Mazepin was the last of the runners. Daniel Ricciardo retired on lap 14 for some reason. And Esteban Ocon finished on lap 20. Yeah, that's the race. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed having this camera and this view of actually me driving. Hope you enjoyed that view as well. If you prefer this, let me know. I can keep trying to use the camera. Yeah, that was the Georgian Grand Prix, the alternative Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So next up, I believe, is France, which is good because even though watching the real race will be boring, we're not doing Paul Ricard. I think you can probably guess where we're going. It's the racetrack everyone's been crying for. So, yeah, hopefully see you for the French Grand Prix. Bye.